The quality of the question you ask will determine the quality of the answer you get. If you ask a stupid and foolish question, you will get a stupid and foolish answer. Welcome back to The Miracle Perspective, everybody. This is the TMP Q&A Wednesday, and this is where you ask and I perspectivize. On that note, if you have questions for the TMP, send them through early, in advance, because we do the recordings every Monday. So send them before Sunday so we can do them on time. This week's question is from this lady who asked the following question. Hello, Miracle. Please help because I'm tired of men. They've been breaking my heart since when I started dating. As I speak, I'm coming out of a 9-year-old relationship, which I was definitely sure he was the right one for me, but I was wrong. So I have decided that I don't want any man in my life. I only want a man who's gonna give me a baby. I will raise my baby by myself. But the problem is, how do I get a good man who can give me a baby and leave me alone? Hectic stuff. Posted it out there and people started commenting. This lady from Facebook said, Priska Wankavele says, a good man? Wow. Okay, my advice to her is that she should spare the child baby daddy issues, please. She's like, please, just leave the child out of the business. No baby for you. That's what she's saying. And then Bongs MT says, she must define what she means by a good man and why she cares that he is a good man if all she wants is a baby. Also, babies are permanent. She must be very careful about this. Raising a child alone isn't easy. And I'm like, that's deep. That's a deep grown-up perspective you just shared there. Babies are permanent. And she's like, yep. So it's not a decision you take when you're emotional because they are your lifetime contract. Hectic stuff. Thanks for that. And then this other lady was like, Kokecho says, although I sympathize with this lady, I wonder if she takes any accountability for the parts she played I wonder if she takes any accountability for the parts she has played in her own heartbreak. Did the gentleman she was with make known or action any intentions to secure their relationship by making her his wife unless she had no interest in the marriage in the 9 years they were together? If not, why not? If this is a man you feel like is the one, surely a discussion should have been had to establish the direction of their relationship's future. We often victimize ourselves by not making our expectations, boundaries, and requirements clear and shoving them on the side in the name of, but I love him, when they are crossed. Let's reevaluate ourselves and self-inflicted wounds before we write off the whole male race. Thank you. Fathers are more important than society will acknowledge nor admit. Think carefully before you steal that from your future generations. Love and light to you. Very motherly and very, very direct right there. Thanks, Koketu. And then this lady says, Ritabile. This scenario raises many questions to me as an individual. 1. Who between the lady and the man she claims to be tired of is the source of the problem? 2. Why is it that in all relationships she has had, always she ends up being heartbroken? 3. Lastly, who on earth is willing to give a baby but not play his role as a father of the baby? Finally, what will she tell the baby in the future when the child wants to know his or her daddy? Great questions there. And then she sent this voice note.
Mahlore, I think it is a care of the lady to think she is better off without men and she can manage everything by herself. But then I think it is selfish of her to think that there is a guy out there who is willing to give her a child and then walk away. I mean, the guy have a right to be in his child's life, and the child also have a right to know who the father is, to know who his father is, and the child also have a right to be raised in a warm family with both parents. So the idea of her wanting to have a child but not allowing the father to be part of the child's upbringing is totally unacceptable. Like, that's my own point of view in this matter. I don't know, but then I think it is unreasonable of her to think that.
Hmm. Wow, guys. And then the last one said the following: spam donor. And I'm like, you think it's a good idea? She's like, yeah. She doesn't want to be bothered, Akir. So that's the easiest. That's Esther, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, thank you so much for your input on this matter. And what I love the most about this matter is that a question was asked by a woman and it was only addressed by women. Because they brought a perspective that I think you resonate most with as a woman. Woman to woman, you get what I mean? But I'm just going to share my perspective in this way. The quality of the question you ask determines the quality of the answers you get. I question the problem. I question the question to start with, and that's where the problem begins. You want a good man to have a baby with. And this good man that you want must forget that they have a baby. A very good man must forget that he has a baby. There's a problem with your question. There's a problem with what you want. You see, for as long as you are unclear with the outcome that you are pursuing, you will be confused with the process and actions that you need to take to get there. You are confused right now, my lady. And I agree with one of the people who said, do not act out of emotions. Don't make a permanent decision based on a temporary problem. Your emotions right now are telling you that you don't need a man in your life. You just want a baby. Look, man, this idea that women feel like babies will complete them in substitute of something that they are lacking. Basically, what I'm trying to say here, I've seen this problem with many women. They go through hard times with relationships, and then they finally resort to getting a baby as a way of escaping their problems with relationships. They fail in relationships and they feel like, you know what, let me just get a baby. Me and my baby will be fine. Which is super selfish. Very, very, very selfish. Very, very reprehensible. Because, look, man, think of this baby as a person. The problem with many women who decide this, they're not thinking of a baby as a person. They're thinking of a baby as a tool that they will use to make themselves feel better for their shortfalls, which is not right. Think of this baby when they are 20 years old. I mean, Rechabile said it very nicely. What are you going to say to this baby when he's 19 years old and he wants to know his father or her father? What do you say to him? Where did you take his father? Are you going to tell him the full story or are you going to lie to this baby? Look, man, the world is broken as it is. The whole society is broken because of the lack of fathers. Women have this thing of putting their problems in the shoulders of their babies, which is unfair, man. Why do you do that? Why would you take your problems and put them over? It's like when a woman tries to trap a man by having a baby with this guy, just because he's not committing or he's doing something to escape. She wants to trap him and she gets a baby. At whose expense? The baby's expense? Then when you come out here, you cry in front of this baby and you tell this baby that your father is a dog and all those kind of problems that the baby does not even deserve. Ladies, you need to fix yourself. This is unacceptable. This question is unacceptable at all. I'm sorry if this will make you unfollow me or unsubscribe to this channel, but I mean, the truth is the truth, man. We need to tell you. Your question doesn't make sense. Your question is reprehensible. Your question is just inappropriate. It's out of line. It's out of line, really. So I don't condone what you are trying to do, and I don't have a solution for you. The solution is just forget about what you're thinking, because it's not gonna work. First of all, who is a man, a good man? Maybe if you had structured your question like this: TMP, help me find a very cowardly man who doesn't want to take responsibility, who just doesn't care about life, and he just wants to find a girl that he's gonna sleep with and leave. Then that's a better question to ask. And there's a lot of them. There's many men out there who don't want responsibility. Get a man who's just not thinking, foolish, doesn't care about life, probably is out there not right now, is not even watching you because he's not here for that. So get any of those men and get a baby with. But at whose expense? The baby's expense? Come on, man, don't do that. This person is innocent. You don't even know the person. They don't exist. They're not even here right now. You want to take them out from wherever. You just want to pick them out from wherever and give them problems that they don't even deserve because of your issues. And there's many people today that are a result of that decision, which is very unfortunate. But I still do believe that for the mere fact that someone exists out of that bad decision, there is a reason for that. Nothing happens for no reason. There is a reason, and everyone has a purpose, and everyone has a gift, and everyone is important on earth. Doesn't matter how you came here. But the person who decides to just do it like this, voluntarily so, I feel like that's very selfish, highly reprehensible. I mean, if whoever you believe in, whoever you believe that has created what we see today, men and women, if it's evolution, if it's God, whatever it is, for me it's God. If he had thought it was a good idea to have men only to run this world, give babies, he would have done that. He would have solved all the problems. You get what I mean? If he thought women are going to be good without men, just be women, be yourselves and just be women, he would have just created women only, and it would be women's show everywhere. You see? But because he thought, I think he's smarter than us. I hope you do agree with me. He's smarter than us, and he created things the way he thought would work best. The fact that you are failing is not his problem. It's not the world's problem. It's your problem. Why are you failing in the first place? Have you checked out the way you are approaching this relationship? As Koketsa said, if the guy you had was a good man, why didn't you talk about all this relationship, where your relationship was going and all those things? So you do have a problem, and you need to fix yourself before you go to the next relationship, because I feel like you're toxic. So you need to fix yourself. There's a lot that needs to happen with you. Go for therapy, get a psychologist, and I am happy to help you. I know quite a few psychologists that can help you. And I'm not saying this to oppress you or to break you. I'm just showing you how bad of an idea you have. And if you do need help, I am here. Talk to me. I will help you out. I can recommend some psychologists that you can talk to, and they can help you out to deal with the brokenness that you have. Because right now you are hurt. You are deciding out of irrationality. You are acting out of emotions, and decisions that are made out of emotions are not good decisions. So you need to fix that. Fix yourself, and don't get any man, don't get any baby, don't even go for a sperm donor, because the baby is innocent. Doesn't matter where they come from. Do they come from a cow, a goat, or whatever? They're innocent. Don't take any sperm and put it in your body, because that sperm wants to know where it comes from. You're not going to be explaining that. You're not going to be able to explain. So rather go and adopt. There's many babies who are abandoned right out there. Go and adopt, have a baby, take care of that baby. You will be doing something virtuous with your life, and I recommend that. Otherwise, you might not have liked this video, but hey, say it like it is. Thank you for asking this question. It's not a very good question, but thank you for asking it. And hope to see you all next week on Monday, 9 p.m. Remember to send in your questions on time. Remember to send in your questions on time. Remember to send in your questions on time. Send them via Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter. I'm available at The Miracle Perspective on Instagram, at The Miracle Perspective on Facebook, Miracle Chawane on Twitter, Miracle Chawane on LinkedIn. Get me there. So till we meet again next week, it's finished.